If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. Does it stop? No, it doesn't stop. Perfect example. Take a look at the videos I've done this week, or even in the last 2 days. A movie about a lamb. Filled with occult symbols. The Converse video. The American Horror Story, Nephilim, aliens mixing with those bagel type. I mean, right? Nonstop? Because it is nonstop. We'll get a load of this. I was preparing to do a video on something else involving crisis people, which will be on my website. But I got sidetracked because this got recommended to me, and this just came out a few hours ago by Netflix, and it's called Brand New Cherry Flavor. And you might say, Carl, what could the plot be? And they come up with something original? Oh, no. It's about a girl who, of course, is the victim because some guy hurts her feelings or whatever they're implying happened, whatever between her and some producer in Hollywood. So she goes to a witch, and the witch helps her put on a spell-binding ritual where she's the good guy, again, promoted as the good guy. She puts a spell on this movie producer, and she does all these occult things that I've exposed in my videos that they're now normalizing. I'm going to show you, but it's going to blow your mind. So let's start. Why don't you just take a deep breath and check out clips from the trailer.
Do you know the name Lou Burke? He wants to meet with me.
So you liked my movie? You said you could hurt someone for me. You took the only thing I care about.
Say what you want.
I want to set his life on fire.
This binding ritual opens you up, makes you receptive to the spirits.
You ever do a curse on someone?
We don't really do this in our family.
So how's the curse going?
It's a work in progress.
Or take back.
I want him to hurt.
That's what you want.
Wow, how original. I've never seen a plot like that. Female victim, okay, the witch is the victim. Reminds me of like the Little Mix song, right? Oh, and she's got to go after the guy because the guy hurt her feelings. This is how witches operate because, well, that's how losers operate. Instead of handling business on their own, they call upon demons because, well, I don't know, maybe, here's one of the things too. Before I get into it, I'm going to show you some of the all-seeing eye symbolism, the black and white stuff. The bath, which is probably the most important thing, which I've actually had videos censored on. That's how ridiculous it is about the milk bath. But quickly, let me just say, I get real confused. These people make a deal with the devil, right? I get it. I've talked about when you look at witches and you see real life witches. I mean, am I the only one repulsed? Whew, talk about Buzz's girlfriend. But you take a look at them, right? I mean, you think making a deal with the devil, you're going to get a little better hygiene? I mean, look at the witch's toe here, her foot. I mean, could it hurt? I mean, are witches unable to buy nail clippers? Are they unable to get a pedicure? Is that part of the problem why they've summoned demons? Because, they don't have to summon Satan to just get a good pedicure. There's plenty of salons around. And heck, they could just go to the Dollar General and get a nail clipper. I mean, no wonder nobody's wanting to go out on dates with these witches. And they can't win the boy's heart. I mean, look at your feet here, for crying out loud. Oh! Looks like somebody took off Andre the Giant's boot. Anyway, let's take a look here at this common theme again because they're making the witches the protagonist. Now, the first thing I should mention here is them mentioning spell binding and being open and receptive of spirits, right? Spell binding. Now, this became national news recently. Part of the left-right facade, of course, is that they play people on the right who, to thinking that, some things are happening politically that aren't. However, there are people who do believe in the left-right paradigm who do happen to be awake to some things, which is very, very good. One of them, which was caused during this whole thing, was witches doing spellbinding. From Lana Del Rey all the way down, these witches came out and they were posting all over social media that they were putting spells on the then elected, selected president. Now, my concern at the time had nothing to do with Donald Trump, of course, because I feel like he's in on it. But taking that part aside, I was in an uproar at the time because people weren't getting mad about the fact that witches were revealing themselves. Okay, and people weren't taking this seriously. Like, oh, they're all doing this. They're all putting their time behind it. We've seen it in almost every movie. We've been indoctrinated since we were kids with Disney. But what they're doing is just joking around, trolling with spellbinding. They're buying all these sages. They're sitting around with their ugly faces doing all these rituals. And we're supposed to be, they have no effect, that they're not real. Well, for those of us who are awake, for those of us who are saved, we know that spiritual warfare is the only war that's going on in this world. And it's the one that people don't think is actually going on. So they do a spell-binding ritual on this producer. Now, we see in the back of the car a movie called Lucy's Eye. Whoa, whoa. I guess this guy also was a failed optometrist. He wanted to get his hands on this film, Lucy's Eye. Maybe it was giving, lessons in there on how to have better vision, how 20/20 vision was important. Maybe he was providing walkthroughs on how to put in contact lenses. I don't know. But I just seem to see them talking about eyes a lot. Oh, and who's this? Here's a girl with an eye patch. Eye patch is trendy, folks. It's going to be the new thing, right? Let's all wear eye patches over our eye. This has nothing to do with anything biblically, which is talked about biblically about the eye and the removal of it. No. It's just that she was walking around one day on the set of the movie. It wasn't even written in, and a bee stung her in the eye, so she wears the eye patch. Oh, and then the woman a couple days ago, from Mooch's music video with Lucifer, Little Loser, whatever his name is. Right? She just happened to have an eye patch. Madonna's always sporting an eye patch. Ed Sheeran's video. That's right. They're all just big fans of Pirates of the Caribbean. Let's continue on, right? The black and white floor, of course, the checkerboard floor is featured, because why wouldn't it be? Who produced this filth? That's who. And let's move on, because we don't even need to waste our time with the black and white floor. Let's talk about the bath. The milk bath. Now, your brain might be going, milk bath? I'm not really sure where you're going. Well, let me show you, because there's been repetition and pattern. I've had videos on it actually removed. Could never figure out why, other than the fact that they don't want people, showing you that the occult's right in front of your face. Now, I think at this point, with everything they're trying to protect against with the magic potion, they probably don't care anymore, because it doesn't look like they do. The milk bath. This is traditionally done by witches as part of spell casting. Okay, now they've made this normal and told people that this is a part of New Ageism and spirituality. It's a cleanser. That's what they've told people, because that's how they indoctrinate regular people and Christians who are lukewarm but don't realize it, or might be lukewarm not on purpose. So that's okay. And we need to pray for them that they wake up and smell the roses. This is how they indoctrinate them. They tell, get these stones. And Christians go, I'm going to get these spirit stones. Get these sages and these incense. Don't they smell nice? Okay, I'm going to get them. Oh, have a little altar in your home, just so that you can do this stuff and not make a mess. Oh, okay. Oh, hi, sorry. You have just been taught how to be a low-level witch. And as you continue through this, you'll end up learning more and more, and you'll be indoctrinating yourself, your friends, and your family members with witchcraft, because that's how it works. That's how sages have started, stones have started, and all of this new age spirituality crap that Oprah and Eckhart Tolle, remember I got a strike for talking about Eckhart Tolle, giving him a little soccer ball shot. Anyway, so the bath, right? So what is the milk bath? Well, they tell everyone the milk bath is a part of cleansing yourself. Because, that makes sense, right? When you're in the fridge and you see milk, you're just like, man, I really should take a bath in that and cleanse myself. It's witchcraft. You could look deep into it for yourself and see how many witches have blogs about it, talk about it. But let me just show you the repetition so you understand. Obviously, you see the theme of the film here, right? She's getting involved in the occult and witchcraft to put a spell on this big bad man, and she's the good guy as the witch doing all this. She's taking a milk bath as part of her spellbinding practices and ritual. Who do we have? Well, man, no one probably remembers this, but my very first video, which has been long removed from YouTube, was about Rihanna and a video called Anti-Diary, which was all about the mark and all about the coming of the anti. The whole thing. I cannot find this video anywhere, but if someone has it, feel free to upload it. I may have not been as sharp as I am now speaking-wise, because I was probably, like most humans, a little nervous the first time I did a video, but the information in there was good information. Anyway, what does Rihanna do in the video right before everyone takes the mark and all this stuff? Oh, she takes a bath in milk. Oh, man. Now, if you saw the plot of that video, you would say, this makes no sense. That's right. It only makes sense to them because they know what they're doing, or to us, who are their enemies, as they are ours. Promoting the milk bath. Where else did we see the milk bath? Well, we saw Fergie. Remember Fergie? Probably not, right? The band Black Eyed Peas. I mean, if you want to call it music. Remember that video where everybody thought it was all about hot older women dumping milk on themselves? Nobody could figure out. They thought it had to do with perversion and it was sexy. That was all you would read in the comments. I did videos on it. People didn't get it. Of course they didn't. They thought that I was, I like men apparently, because I didn't want to see Fergie dump milk on herself. Meanwhile, little did they know, by drooling over Fergie, they were actually drooling over a man. But anyway, who else popped up in there? Oh, Kim Kardashian dumping milk on herself. The whole Got Milk campaign. This stuff with milk. This is more occult practice. All these things are going to be normalized. And that's why it's in there. Rihanna didn't just say, I would love, in the middle of my video, which is, Lady Gaga's in that video. That video had a lot of deep stuff in it. But anyway, she didn't just go, I want to talk about this stuff, do it in Braille, because they use Braille in the video. And then I would love, in the middle, okay? Hear me out, everyone. Everyone's in a room at a table, right? With a nice Dasani's water in front of them. Okay, what does Rihanna got for us? I want to take a bath. And they're like, okay, get a little in milk. Wait, what? Yeah, I want to take a bath in milk. How does that fit with the storyline? Oh, it doesn't at all. I just really want to do it. Okay, sounds great. None of this stuff happens by coincidence, just like none of the stuff you see going on in the news happens by coincidence. This stuff here with the social engineers, the actresses, the musicians, is to engineer people into practicing the same occult practices they do. That is why I cover some of these stories that make me want to ram my head in a wall. Like Sandra Bullock putting on facials on her face of what? Oh, a part of a young child. Huh. Does that tie into that old book? What is it called? The Mood? The Tally Mood? Mood? Yeah. Oh, okay. What else did we have? Oh, we had the vampire facials, right? Remember those with Kardashian? Oh, right. Oh, we have all these celebrities promoting yoga. Interesting. Now promoting it with a goat on their back. Interesting. Then we have all these celebrities promoting just things like ritual stones, energy, from Tom Brady at the Super Bowl. Oh, what keeps me young and invigorated is doing these rituals with my wife, admitting that he does witchcraft. I mean, it's insane that no one sees it, and I almost don't want to feel bad, but I do feel bad for people because we all make mistakes. I've had, through my life, I've been blind many times when I was younger, and God was showing me this stuff, and I still didn't see it. It took me a while to wake up when I was younger. I should have known this stuff when I was like 7, but I didn't. We cannot lose track of waking people up and hoping to wake people up, because one person, I'm sure our Father in heaven would be happy to have back, compared to losing them to the pit because of this garbage, because of these social engineer lowlifes who constantly are doing this. So this is the Netflix movie. Again, same plot of everything I've been showing you, right? Protagonist, witch. Bad person, whoever goes against the witch. The story, use magic, use spells, but not in a scary, spooky way, in a positive way. Ooh, because, hey, wouldn't it be great if you can get back at that guy who you hooked up with, or that guy who dumped you, or whatever they were showing in the clip. It looked like he left her on a hill somewhere, and he used her and didn't want her in his movie, whatever the plot involving the two characters is. right? That people, young kids can't correlate that to school, like Little Magic or Little Mix was trying to do with their Magic song. Oh, the boy at school didn't like you. Put a spell on him. A love potion number 9. Or should we just call it love potion number 666? Because that's what it is. They are indoctrinating the world, the youth, everyone. And if you can't see it, I don't know what to tell you, but that's what we got here, promoting spellbinding, the black and white tile. Eye references, oh my goodness, can't believe it. The bath, yeah, that'll be next. I mean, it's already here, but I could just see it like in a year from now. Me covering this again and somebody being like, call. I've done it before. There's nothing occultic about having a milk bath. It actually really helps your muscles and your vertebrae. What? Huh? Because that's the same thing I hear with yoga. And, I hate to crap on things that people like. I don't want to make your day miserable, okay? I'm not the kind of person because I'm miserable that I want to make you miserable, okay? I'm not the type that misery enjoys company. I'm more like misery on my own. I'll be miserable looking at all this stuff and try to help the best I can. I don't mean to ruin it for you. I'm trying to help and show you. Yoga goes back to Crowley. It's normalized for a reason. Accessing using your chakra and all this stuff is occultic. That's why it's normalized. The bath is going to be another thing. You could see it in a year. I've been calling out for years. Other people too saw my videos and then did videos on it, which is great because we need to make people aware. People will be like, Call, you're crazy. The milk thing's been around. The milk thing really helped me out. I had a foot fungus and I took a milk bath and I feel great. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm thrilled for you. I'm thrilled for you. And they'll be like, I didn't participate in a occult practice. Okay. Well, if you don't see what I'm trying to tell you here, I mean, I'm not saying if you dump milk and you spill it on your floor and walk in it, you're doing an occult practice. I'm telling you how they're normalizing these types of things to be daily routines in people's lives. It started with all the stuff with sages and stones years ago. It's moved into yoga. It's going to move into this and other things. You'll see. I promise. Hopefully the trumpets sound first. I don't know how much more I want to see. It's making me sick. I want to remind everyone, please check out the website at callfornuprising.com. It's $2.99 a month. I'd appreciate it if everybody got over there if they could. If you can't, totally understandable. I'm trying my best to stay here on YouTube. Please make sure, at the very least, you're subbed to all my channels if you want daily content and you like to listen to me. That's where you can find me. Another strike, and I won't be able to upload here. So that's why it's important to take the time to pause and go over and sub to the other channels. I thank you guys again. I appreciate all of you greatly. God bless you and your families.